today I want to show you one of my favorite tools, and that is Classroom Screen. So Classroom Screen, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe like a PowerPoint slide, but it's something that has a lot of tools built in to help you with just like your day-to-day classroom stuff. So I'm going to show you a couple and just kind of maybe some ways that I use it, and then kind of what's available. So here is one of the screens that I have set up, right? The cool thing is you can set up multiple screens, and then down here in the corner you can toggle between screens. So you could have one set up for the start of class and then move into the middle of class, or like have different ones for different class periods. One of the features that I really like is this one right here. This is the like name chooser. Let me see, I don't think that's what it's called. Randomizer is what it's called. These are some of the options of what you can put on your classroom screen. But when I click on it and go to settings, you can see here you can change the color theme, if you want it to look differently. But currently, when I go to choose list, I just chose like fruits and vegetables, or you could do like numbers 1 to 30. Or I've preloaded a list here. This is my example list of names, like just random names that I had AI randomly make me. And you can see right here where it says remember chosen students. If you make sure that's on, when you click on this, it's going to pick a student or a person, however you're using it, right? But then it takes them out of the list so that you can just click through until your list is empty, or you've gone through your entire exercise that you would like to do. Or if we're doing a random number, you could just click through and it would take those numbers out of consideration. So that's one of my favorite features, is this number generator situation. I also really like, let me go back to my home screen. One that I use a lot is not on there, is here. I will embed like YouTube music, so like synthwave. This is one that I really like for my classroom, and it'll just play like the YouTube video there in the corner. And you could do that for music or any videos that you intend to show, right? And I can show you maybe in another video how to embed a YouTube video like that. But you have so many options. You can change your background. You have lots of options. You can make it a calendar or just whatever picture you want to upload, or it comes with a bunch that you can pick from, which is a lot of fun. It looks like they have videos now. I haven't seen a lot of those before, so that's kind of fun. You can take a poll. I haven't done this with my students a lot, so I need to look into if it requires them to sign in or not. So maybe look into that one before you use it, but you can just put up an image. Sound level is an interesting one. It's going to, it puts a gauge up here so students can kind of have a visual for how things are going. The traffic light is fun, like you can warn students that things are happening or coming up, or there's a timer if you need that. There are a lot of options you can pick from. A couple more that I like, I can show you here. I really like to put a term countdown as well as a current day on mine, as well as the clock. But this one is probably the biggest reason I like Classroom Screen, is you can set up a timetable. That's this option right here. And I have it for the bell schedule, and you can even set it up so you can see here there's nothing between 9 and 9:10 because that's passing. You can set up reminders for yourself, so maybe instead of the full day bell schedule, you have your class schedule for one class period. And that might help remind you to transition from your bell ringer into your lesson, or from your lesson to cleanup time. You could do a lot with that. And the fun thing with this is when you click on the settings, there's you can pick sounds that will go off when it reaches the end of one of your timetables. So I often do like the Mario tune. I tried to click it again to make it stop, and it just made it worse. But anyways, that's, there's lots of sounds there, and I don't do the Mario one very often. I actually do the coin one because it's shorter. but you can play with it, right, and get a feel for what works for you. But those are just some of the options that I think are worth looking into. And it's, I believe, $30 for a full year for the pro version. You can use it for free, but I don't think it saves your screens if you don't pay for the pro version. But as far as like ed tech stuff goes, I was surprised how affordable this one was, and I use it all the time.